Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? What do you mean gemming? Alright, here we go. Today, in this video, we're going to be talking about gemming. Now, what is gemming, you may be wondering? Well, just relax. Look at the title of the video. Do you think I'm not going to talk about gemming? No, of course I'm going to talk about it. I'm here to help you. Basically, gemming allows you to increase the stats on your gear. Is it important to gem? Yeah, it is. You're going to be out on the town, you're going to be running dungeons, you're going to be killing raid bosses, and you got to look your best. When you go out, you want to be sparkling. You want to be sparkling like one of those teenage vampires from the movies. And above and beyond the aesthetic value, which in my opinion is more than enough, there's actually a practical benefit. Your character is going to be more powerful. To put it into perspective, a fully gemmed character versus an ungemmed character is probably about 2 or 3 equipment slots. So you can imagine how much more powerful you would be if you had 3 extra equipment slots on your character. And you're going to want to start thinking about gemming when you're planning on running your first heroics. It's as simple as that. Not only is it simple, it's cheap. But, most importantly, bitches love gems. Besides, if you don't gem, your friends are going to start making fun of you. You're going to be getting ready to go out to the dungeon and they're going to be like, dude, look at your fucking shoes right now. What is going on with your shoes? Your shoes don't even have diamonds on them. Go back upstairs. Get the boots with the diamonds on. We're going to the fucking dungeon in 4 minutes and you don't even have diamonds on your shoes. Are you kidding me right now, bro? Come on. Dude, there's going to be girls there. And they're going to laugh at you. They're going to think you're broke. What are you going to do? Pull up to the dungeon with your level 20 horse? You're going to step onto the ground with your dirty Reeboks? Get the fuck out of here. Go back upstairs, straighten yourself out, and take care of that mess that's going on with your fucking your diamondless shoes right now. You're embarrassing yourself, dude. You're better than that. Come on, bro. It's going to be relentless. And you know what? They're absolutely right. We don't roll like that. When we go out, we're shiny as hell. You want to be so shiny that when people see you coming over that hill, they're going to think the sun is rising for the 2nd time that day. They're going to be shielding their eyes saying, what is happening to the east? Why is it so bright? And it's going to be you. It's going to be you and your gems. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I get this bling? What do I need to do? I want to look shiny. I want to bedazzle my boots. Well, shit. Let's talk turkey. Alright, so beginning around level 60, you probably noticed that some of your items have sockets in them. And if you're anything like me, you took one look at those sockets, didn't immediately know what to do with them, and then forgot about them and never looked back. Don't do that, that's wrong. It's real simple and it's real cheap. As I scroll through these items, I want you to observe that there are different color sockets and also a meta socket. Now, one thing that you can't see from the equipment in this particular, from this vendor, is that there's also a prismatic socket which accepts any color gem. Another thing that I want you to observe is the socket bonus on the equipment, and that's something we're going to talk about in a minute. So the question is, how do you choose the best gems for your particular class? And to answer that, we're going to have to get a general understanding of the rules for the gems. Alright, here's a table that I made showing the basic rules about gemming. Boring! You can pause it and read it if you like, but in truth there's only a few things that I really want to mention. One is that you can put any color gem in any color socket except meta. So the only benefit to matching your colors is you're gonna get that socket bonus. But sometimes the socket bonus doesn't do shit for your class. So just think of that as a judgment call. So the question is, how do we know which gem to choose for our class? And to answer that question, most people start at noxic.com. Alright, so this is the Noxic website. It's spelled Noxic like at the top.com. It's got these other games listed here, but it's like, oh, what other games? We play World of Warcraft, we're clicking on the panda for sure. Oh, look at how sexy it is. Look at how pretty. He's got the mural in the background there. Can you blame him? Can you blame him? I bet the guy who made this website knows a shitload about computers. But we're concerned with PvE. And let's imagine that we're a paladin tank. So we're going to click protection. And lo and behold, look at all this information. And look, there I am. There's my Draenei paladin looking good, looking sexy with his beard. My guy doesn't have a beard. He shaves. On the left, there's all kinds of information. You can go here for other things, and I recommend you do, but we're mainly concerned with gems, so click on the Gems and Enchants tab, and then that's going to load up, hopefully, nice and fast, because we have high-speed bandwidth. Alright, so look at how nice and neat this is. It lists out all the nice gems for us. So, for example, according to Noxic.com, the best meta gem is the Austere Shadow Spirit Diamond. Sounds cool. And then, how do you say that word? I have no idea. I'm going to say Poussant, Elven, Peridot. I don't know. There's a lot of words there that I can't say. So, for that one, for a blue one, you would want to put that one there. And for yellow, you would use the Fractured Light Stone. I know how to say those words. And for red, you would want a Fine Lava Coral. So you can see how useful this is, and they do go to great lengths to bring you the most accurate information. But more to the point, I'm too lazy to do the research myself, so I just trust them implicitly, in much the same way that I trust my cable news network, whatever it may be. I just take their word for it. I assume everything that I see there is truth, and then I walk away and I repeat it to my friends. And Noxic is much the same way. They are the authority. That's the bottom line. And if you find yourself in a debate with your coworkers or colleagues or friends or family or whomever about whether you should gem for haste or crit, you could say, oh, well, according to Noxic.com, haste has a blah, 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 whatever it is. And I'll tell you what, that debate is going to get settled right there because nobody trumps Noxic. So yeah, basically that's it. Noxic.com is where you go for all your answers. And also, if you want to raise your own dragons, they've got Dragons of the Atlantis right there on the left for you. If you're interested in that, they got that too. Alright, now if you're one of these conspiracy theorists who thinks that they know the real truth behind gemming, and you don't trust Noxic because it's part of the establishment, did you know that the guy from Noxic and the guy from Wowpedia and the guy from Curse.com all went to the same university, were members of the same fraternity, and members of the same secret society, and I'm supposed to trust these guys? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Keep on trucking. Yeah. Well, did you know that on the front door of the Noxic headquarters, there's a welcome mat with the Constitution printed on it so that all the employees can wipe the mud off of their shoes onto everything that this great country was built on? Look it up. Look it up, buddy. Look it up on YouTube. But before you can see the truth, you got to open your eyes. Remember that. Hey, son, have you even read the Patriot Act? If you're one of those guys, or maybe you just want a cheaper alternative, there are places to go that list every single one of the gems. And while I have it in the background, let's talk a little bit about nomenclature. Nomenclature is a fancy word that means system of naming. And although this information in the background is out of date, even as I look at it live right now as I'm filming, the information held within is still useful because the name contains two parts. One, the gem that is used, and two, the cut that the jewel crafter has used on the gem. So the top one right here is the delicate carnelian. The carnelian is the type of gem, so that's what somebody would have mined, for example. The delicate is the cut, so somebody brings a red uncut gem to a jewel crafter and they can have a delicate one cut, and that will give them agility. What matters is the delicate equals agility. And as you could see from the video, there's many variations, and it's these names that make it so difficult to figure out what jewel you need. The nomenclature for Warcraft gems is really awful, and that's why we need sites like Noxic and the one that we're looking at right now. Alright, so now that we have an idea of what gems we're going to be interested in, let's hop on the auction house and see what it actually looks like in the game. So I'm going to be looking for gems, so I'm going to click on gem. Rest assured, I know you can't see my cursor, but there is a cursor on my screen. Now, we were talking about the delicate gem before, the cut delicate, so let's see what comes up. Alright, so this is what I wanted to show you with this segment, is that there are several variations on delicate. Delicate is the straight agility cut, and as you can see, we have a Queen's Garnet, an Inferno Ruby, what else we got? Delicate Storm Jewel, I've never even heard of that one. A Cardinal Ruby, an Inferno Ruby, and what I'm trying to express to you is that each expansion brings with it new gems, and within each expansion there are also several tiers of gems, but the cut adjective, delicate, that remains the same. So delicate is your straight agi gem, and come Mists of Pandaria, it will be a delicate blank, and any expansion after that will be a delicate blank. Insert gem name here for whatever gem pertains to that expansion. The other thing I wanted to show you is this is how you can save money. So let's imagine the website said that I need to get the delicate Queen's Garnet. Okay, well look at that. That one's over 300 gold in all cases, but there are lesser cuts that are from the same expansion, so 40 versus 50 agility. If I had some gear that I was just leveling up in, it wasn't necessarily the best in Slaughter, the best that I was going to get, I would probably get the lesser cut and save some money. Now, another way that we can use those websites to save ourselves money is imagine that we were in a situation where we needed that delicate, what was it, the Carnelian. Now, so I'm searching here, and actually I don't even see it available on the auction house. So imagine that was the gem that we wanted. Now that's an agility gem, so because of that website, we know that there are other gems that have agility. So I know, for example, that Deft has agility. So I'm going to search for that. So here we go. Now we've got a Deft Ember Topaz. Now it's got agility and haste. Now if you're a class that also needs haste as one of their stats, this would be a good alternative for you. And this is how you can save money by using those websites to your advantage. You've become an informed consumer. You never know when some asshole's going to get on there and post some gem for 2,000 gold because he doesn't know the basic rules of supply and demand. He's got eyes pointed in different directions. He's just mashing the keyboard with his palms, and that could be the only gem available that day. You know, it doesn't always happen that way, but it's not unheard of. But because you're an informed consumer, you can say, fuck you, keep your gem and your lack of knowledge about how the economy works. I'm going to go over and buy this one. And that's it. That's basically how you're going to use those websites. Now, I have another toon who actually needs a gem, so I'm going to hop on him and show you how to equip them. Obviously, I'm in Delaran. This is where the cool kids hang out. I mean, if you want to be in Stormwind, I guess you can do that. Let's see. So these are all old gems, and there's my new one. Okay, so I'm going to open this, and lag permitting, yes, alright, there it is, and let's take this baby home. Let's take this baby home. Alright, the interface is real easy. I want to put this on my helmet. It even says shift right click to socket, so I'm going to shift right click to socket as such, and it brings up that little menu, and I drag this into the what's it called, the meta slot, or the meta socket, and then just click socket gem, and these things close in on that, and there is no way you can open those again. Love, money, it doesn't matter what you got, it's not going to open up for you again. You cannot get that gem back. It doesn't matter if you've killed Deathwing, it doesn't matter if you can crit 500,000, it doesn't matter, you can't undo these metal tomes. However, you can place a gem over it and re-socket it. That works for some reason. But yeah, that's the idea, that's it, and now you know how to gem.